We're doing some lofts and lies on some clubs that just were adjusted by the tour department of one of the major OEMs. We're not going to really call anyone out, but just want to reiterate the importance of making sure that everything is done correctly. All right, it's about 7:20, 7:25. We're now up and around. Beautiful out, nice and beautiful. So we've got to make a couple stops probably on the way to the office. Got to stop at Walgreens, get some Sudafed for my allergies, and then after that we'll go straight to the office. I've got Eugenio coming over today. He wants to build some shafts, build some drivers, build some clubs. So today should be an interesting day. Yeah, thanks for watching. All right, just left Target. Like to stop there on my way to work. I have a little hobby where I like to open sports and non-sports cards. So every now and then just like to try to stop at Target and see if I can catch a restock before all the scalpers. Right now we're on the highway headed to the office. So yeah. All right, so what we do is we typically stop at Quick Trip on the way to the office. Normally get some Ghost energy drinks and then wait, 20 minutes until after I've gotten to the office to start drinking it. It kind of helps me take the fog off, get my day started correctly. So I'm gonna be sharp first thing in the morning. That's why I wake up early. So, all right, pulling into the office, right? It's about 7:40. Like I said, had to stop at Target, stop at a couple other places, get gas. Stop at Quick Trip and get my energy drinks. So here we are pulling up to the shop. First thing in the morning, first one's here. I bet you we've had some members here already. So let's run inside and get this day started. All right, got all my stuff, got my backpack, got my protein shake. We're walking in. I've got to get some stuff done on the computer. Eugenio will be here, I would say 8:45, maybe 9. And then we've got a bunch of shafts we got to build. But until then, my goal is to get as much done on the computer for today as I possibly can. All right, so we're in my office. Now we're taking our drinks. I'm gonna put these bad boys in the fridge. What typically happens is I'll drink an energy drink in the morning. And then in the afternoon, if I feel like I need more, me and Zach will split another one of these. So get that, get some water, start my day off right. All right, we just got done building 2 shafts and adjusting loft and lies on irons and wedges. I didn't film it, just kind of want to try to respect the privacy there. What'd you kind of notice, Zach? What's one takeaway from that?
I think the big thing is just how specific the pros can be. Like, it's got to be right on the money, and if it's a degree off, they notice, or a quarter of a degree, or
an eighth of a degree.
Yeah, just so the margins are so thin there. It's unreal comparative to like your average 20 handicapper.
For sure.
Big thing is also it's kind of cool to sit back here and watch Roscoe at work too. I mean, the guy knows what he's doing. Give him that.
Thank you. So the big thing that we got to do when you're working with really good players, you just got to take your time and be accurate. Everything has to be spot on, because the dude that was just in here, I've personally witnessed it numerous times where a club's been off a half a degree in lie angle. You go give it to him, he hits it, and immediately he'll notice it. You go back, check it on the van, it's off. They fix it, go back, everything moves on. So just kind of precision is what really matters, and that's kind of what we specialize in. It's just as precise as possible. You don't have to be a good player to be precise either. All right, we haven't opened yet, so what do we got to do to open the store? Let's kind of walk them through this here real quick. So we've got all our hitting bays. What do we got?
Big thing is making sure all these are on. We have music on. I'll wait to turn the lights on until we have the store completely ready. I like to get the front computer running so the desk is ready for our e-commerce people, and then I'll make sure the register's been reset so when people walk in we don't have to mess with it, take anyone else's time, and then make sure all lights are on, and we're good to go.
Cool. So walk them through kind of what we do to get the bays fired up here.
So with these, we have everything on a switch. So I'll come in, flip this light switch, that'll turn the projector on. I'll wait a few seconds, then I'll come here, click this green on button. You'll hear it beep, and then once it beeps, I'll come over here, and on the bottom right corner of each monitor, I'll just click the button. It'll turn the monitor on, and then everything kind of boots itself up. I like to also make sure this is on, because
digital sign for sure. And then we've got one more up here at the door, kind of as you show up, and then we got to come over here, fire this light on at open. The open sign automatically turns on. I've got that on a timer. We're working on getting all the lights and the hitting base set up to just one touch it and everything. What else we got to do, Zach?
I'll come in here, turn this on, and then I'll turn this light on. And
then what else we got to do over here?
Gotta unlock the fitting bay, kind of the bread and butter of everything.
So this is where we do a lot of our work, fittings lessons, all done in here. Zach's opening it up, turning it on. As you can see, flip the light switches on.
Then I'll come over here, have these two big lights.
We got these two lights. They help with, they help with TrackMan, picking up impact position a little bit better, and it helps with our swing cameras as well. So anything else we need to add? What do we got going first thing this morning? Do we have that kid supposed to be showing up to use the cameras, or is that tomorrow?
I think that's today at 11.
Today's Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, at 10. We told him to show up at 10.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah, so we got a local good player that's supposed to be showing up to use our force plates and cameras. So we'll kind of see how that goes. We'll see if they'll let us film it. And yeah, that's kind of how we open the store. All right, Zach, what are you working on?
I'm getting these 3D printed irons set up so we can build them. Putting in new shafts, new grips, full custom build.
Okay, start to finish, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm working on some grips. So we've got all these right here. This is a really good regular of ours, so we're gonna try to get these knocked out for him. This guy is just an absolute champion supporter of us, so we're gonna take care of him. All right, Zach, what you got going on now?
Tearing these all apart.
Tearing what apart?
This set of Cobra 3D printed irons.
Okay.
Working on completely rebuilding them, putting all new shafts in, all new grips.
What's the set makeup on these?
The 6 through gap wedge.
6 through gap?
Yes, sir.
So here's what's going on. So we're just rebuilding everything in these. This gentleman brought own grips, own shafts, and having us put it together. Now, when people bring us clubs to build, especially a full set like this, normally it takes us a few days, let's say anywhere from 2 to 4 days, because we take our time. We do swing weight everything. We have a precision ruler. We basically have a full tour van set up back here to help fix and repair everybody's golf clubs. So we do work with a lot of really good players, but you don't have to be a good player to come here. We can help anybody get better at golf, especially if your equipment is wrong and not built correctly or fit correctly to you. All right, so that's Zach pulling one of these heads. How many count are you doing?
8.
So you can do 10 or 12 on steel. Yeah, probably help you get it out first time, you know what I mean? All right, Zach, now what are we doing?
I've got to trim the tips on these.
Okay, so these are parallel tip shafts for the Cobra 3D printed irons. Zach has to, if you can see here, he's got to tip trim them so that they play to the correct flex. So he's gonna run over there, trim them real quick. He has his PPE on. Where's your glasses, brah?
Over here.
Yep, there you go. Make sure you have your safety gear on. So turn on your dust collector. Let's go. All right, everyone. We are taking a break now. I'm sending Zach to the store. I'm sending Zach to the store to get us some food. What are you gonna get?
Get some hot dogs.
And we're gonna air fry them. I know that sounds super healthy, but it's...
I'll be giving you guys an update on the metas.
Yeah, Zach's taking the meta glasses with him, so you'll be able to kind of see what goes on. See you here in a minute.
See you later. Just got all the groceries. Just got checked out. Now, just gotta come here, unlock the truck. It's the red one down at the end. For you guys who don't know, Tour Quality runs off Ford F-150s. But yeah, shout out to Reese's. We just got back, got the groceries. Now it's time to go cook them up. I will see you guys when we get there.
All right, what's up, gang? What's up, chat? I'm kidding. What's up, gang? We're all here.
That was a funny. I'm kidding.
All right, so we're gonna test the McLaren irons. We're about to go live here on Instagram. So maybe we could stitch this in, part of that into this video. Just got doing a fitting on a pretty good little player. She's been coming to us since she was in high school. She is now in college. They came in today wanting to replace new wedges, looking to fix the gapping between the 5-iron and the woods, potentially a driver. So what we found out was, that her 5-iron and 5 hybrid were flying the same distance. The 5 wood was gapped perfect to be the next club after the 5-iron, if that makes sense. So 5-iron or 5 wood was flying 170, 175. 5-iron is flying 55, 60, right? So 60-ish. So we put her in a 6 hybrid. It got her to about 60 carry and dropped the 5-iron. It's launching higher and landing steeper. And then we also got her into a 5 wood that's flying 175. So she's got about 15 yards in between each club. So there's kind of some of her numbers. What's up, gang?
What's up, Geese?
What's up, chat? We're out here at La Fortune Park Golf Course. About to play a little twilight round. So they do a deal at 7 o'clock to close. It's $17 with a cart.
From the tee, from Spain.
Shut up, stupid. Here, film me.
You're going first, Ross?
Yeah.
Snap hook.
Look at this guy. Pipe it up, Pipe City. We're back to talk about showing up just in time.
And if I was somewhat prepared and wasn't a dumbass and was like, I'm going to be lazy and just only chip and putt today, I would have been ready. But my apologies, sir, won't never happen again.
Well, we didn't realize we were coming to play until 6:06.
Hey, so are you?
So you're lucky you got a call.
Hey, I'm very appreciative I got this phone call. I didn't want to mess with that. Thank you for doing it.
What's up, gang? Trev's here. Why are you swinging at me? Swing that way. I could use a cig right now.
Shithouse fade incoming, boys.
Oh yeah, Trev. Hype it up, baby. Let's go.
What a dog. Club twirl that motherfucker.
All right, Armani, we all 3 hit it good. You can't fuck it up.
My apologies.
Trev about drove the green. You see that?
I know. So my problem is like I hit left and I also hit right and my miss is dead center. So we're praying for a miss right now, okay?
Okay.
I'm playing my miss. It's supposed to be straight.
All right, chat. Me and Alejandro here playing golf.
Let's go.
I think this is the first time we've ever played together, isn't it?
No, I think we played once. I did a birdie.
At Cedar, that's right. You played with us at Cedar. I forgot about that. All right, so we're on hole 10, Fortune Park Golf. Alex almost outdrove me. He hit the best drive of his life.
Absolutely.
Literal career shot. So here we go. Here's what we're looking at. How far we got?
Sick.
All right, quick update. I hit it from 94 yards to about 5 feet, made the putt for birdie. Alex hit it to about, what would you say, 25 feet?
Yeah.
2 putted, made par. So Alex had a career hole to start off the round. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hole 2, par 3. How far we got? What's it say? 150. All right, update. We are on hole 3. So birdie 1, par 2. So I'm 1 under. May have taken too much club off this tee box and just hit it into the creek, so we will see.
Yeah.
Thought I took enough off to leave it short, but I guess not. Alex hit another career 3-wood shot. Probably also hit it in the water. So we're about to find out here pretty quick. So here's kind of our layout. There's a creek up here at 275 from the tee box. I hit 3-wood into the wind and still hit it into the creek, I think. So we're about to find out. So Alex?
I'm out for sure.
You sure?
Oh, you do see any pink balls?
You want to hop out and look, and I'll drive over here and look. All right, so update, we both did hit it in the water. I'm on the back of the green because, sorry, update, I didn't hit it in the water actually. I was short. Alex went in the water. That's actually not bad. Stay out of the bunker. Ugh. Just in the bunker. Did you hit it good or no?
Nah. Not nice.
Well, we're still alive, boys. All right, kids, little update. I'm 1 over through 3. I've got about a 30-foot eagle putt. I had driver 7 iron downwind, hit it 322 off the tee. Alex is past the flag. Trev's right there. I'm right here. Armani, where you at?
I'm short of the flag.
Oh, you're short of the flag? Oh yeah, you're right here. Get there. Not bad. Not bad. Left it about a foot short for eagle. All right, so that was a 2-putt tap in for birdie. Yeah, hit my first putt to about a foot, tapped it in. Armani missed it just to the right. Armani, what's that for?
That's for bogey.
That's good. Let's go, Trev. Nice putt. What was that for?
Par.
That was a par?
Yeah.
Good par.
Thanks.
Alex, what'd you make? Double? Yeah, I took a quick update. What'd you make? Double?
Double.
I made triple. Hit it into the crap off the tee. Couldn't find it. Flubbed my first chip. And then 2-putted. So here we go. What hole are we on, boys?
Well,
16?
I did bogey, no double.
No, you did bogey. Yeah, you're right. What are we hitting?
190 shot, 190 yard shot, let it roll out 15, 20 yards to the hard.
We're 147.
Uphill into the wind.
Rossi Malossi is ready for an easy shot from the fairway.
The ball's flying a long ways today, so I'm gonna take one less club and see what happens.
All right, G.
Yeah.
Oh, short. Oh.
There's a lot of wind up there. I hit that good too.
Yeah. No.
I recap. Zach, what'd you shoot?
A 39.
What'd you boys shoot?
42.
Trev?
43.
43. What'd you shoot?
I don't know.
You shot 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 over. So Alejandro shot 47. So
Only had one casualty.
only one casualty. Armani only broke 1 club today, so we're good. Which one is that? 9 iron?
Lucky number 9.
Lucky number 9.
So